Hey everybody, how's it going? Brett Mix here, Macho Wrestling 101. Hit like and subscribe if you like my videos that I produce daily on the history of wrestling and the pay-per-views that I review, such as this. I also stick up to date with current wrestling, so if you want to subscribe, that means a lot to me. Today we're doing Summerslam 2004 from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The date is August the 15th, 2004. King and JR doing commentary. At the beginning, it was a six-man tag. Spike and the Dudley Boys were heels, taking on the Mysterio, London, and Billy Kidman team. Michael Cole and Taz were on commentary for the SmackDown brand, and they called this match. This match here, it was, as I said, it was a six-man tag. It was very, very quick moving. You couldn't really keep up to it with notes, so I didn't really bother. But I did write some stuff. Double drop kick to bottom Bubba. London with a suicide hit to the floor onto Bubba. A great spot there as Kidman slingshot Spike onto the middle ropes, leading to a 619 for Ray. Kidman to the top. Shooting star press for hits for two because Devon pulled Spike out of the ring during the pinfall attempt. Mysterio springboard attempt misses. Devon then caught a clothesline on London to the floor, while the Dudleys gave Kidman a 3D. Spike comes over, rolls up Kidman for the victory at 8:06. So the Dudleys went over. It was a fast-paced match. I had no problems with it. I rated it 3 stars. Pretty good for sure. I've talked about it before, but I think that six-man tags work better than tag team matches to get the crowd hyped. Unless it's a big-time tag team title match, but that might be the only exception. Anything more than a six-man tag turns into a schmoz usually, but I do love the old classic 5-on-5 Survivor Series matches. Those were fun. Next up, we have Till Death Do Us Part here between Kane and Matt Hardy, where the winner marries Lita. Matt was the face, obviously. Kane was the crazy, sadistic heel that tortured Lita, yet Lita cared about the son that they were going to have. Didn't really make any sense. I just wanted to get this storyline over with. I remember at the time hating it. Lita gets in the ring at some point in this match and slides Matt the ring bell. She goes around to distract the ref, and Matt drills him with the ring bell, but Kane gets his foot on the rope to avoid being pinned. Hardy to the top. Kane catches him. Matt fights out of it. Kane whips him into the corner with a big boot to the face. Kane climbs to the top. Matt trips up. Matt tries to DDT with tornado DDT to Kane from the top. But Matt ends up getting choked into a huge choke slam right off the middle rope. That was in midair. And that gets the pinfall for Kane at 6:08. So Lita, you must marry Kane. I give this match 2 stars. It was what it was. Nice finish. Just over 6 minutes. 2 stars seems about right. I'm not going to be reviewing it, but later in the night they have Divas Dodgeball, which features Trish, what's Jamie Noble's girl? Nydia, not Grace Kelly, her name is skipping me, Gail Kim, Stacy Keibler, Molly Holly against all the Diva Search girls in a volleyball game. The crowd shit on it because it wasn't live. It was something taped. They didn't want that, so they booed. But JR King kept calling it Bizzaro World, where all the heels get cheered, and some matches a little bit like that. But Canadians don't put up with shit. They're like New Yorkers, but nicer. They both boo if something isn't what they want to see. Next up, we had Booker T and John Cena. Or the New Yorker, or like Philadelphia, or Chicago, cities like that. This is a match number 1 in the best of 5 series for the U.S. title between Booker T and John Cena. John Cena was the face, Booker T was the defending champion and heel. The winner of the series would get the title, not each individual match. It doesn't go hot potato in the same series, but or each match. It's the series winner that gets the title at the end. Just drinking my Coca-Cola here. This match went on a little bit, I want to say too long, but it actually only went 6:25, but it felt longer. I gave it a 1.5 stars. I really didn't think they collided here at all. It was pretty disappointing. This was just a couple of guys going out there throwing it to the wind. There's no story being told, no selling, no psychology, nothing like that. Cena got to his feet and hit it feet first and hit an FU after the spinneroonie attempt. Cena covered for the win at 6:25, so Cena has a 1-0 lead in the series. But yeah, that match left a lot to be desired. So the Diva Dodgeball happens, and then the IC title match happens. Edge versus Jericho versus Batista. Edge came in as the defending Intercontinental Champion. He just won the title the month earlier at Vengeance over that long match against Randy Orton that was really good. Jericho was also a popular face at the time. Batista was a heel in the Evolution group. However, I point all these things out because each wrestler's alignment, whether they're face or heel, because this is Edge's hometown, and he was hot crowd wise. I'm not talking about Edge being hot physically. Edge was hot crowd wise before he got injured in 2002 when he was doing the whole Rob Zombie gig in SmackDown brand. Then when he came back, he had the initial pop, but then after a month or two, fans just soured on Edge because he was pretty basic as a face. He wasn't as entertaining as before, and the fans booed and they cheered for Jericho. I think if it was Edge versus Batista, I don't know if Edge would be booed, but since Jericho was in there, I think they're like, there's the charismatic face that we want to have win. Edge can be charismatic, but he found out he was best when he turned heel, so the heel turn was the best thing that ever happened for him. Edge gets the victory and spears Jericho at 8:26 to retain the title after a lot of near falls with the three men. I gave this match 2 stars and 3/4. So yeah, the eventual heel turn is exactly what Edge was gonna need and did need and got. Next up, we got Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle with Luther Reigns. This is Angle's first match, I believe, since WrestleMania 20 when he lost to Angle. They made magic that night. They made that was either a 4.5 star match or a 4-star 3/4 match. I can't remember which one I made it, but either way, it's in my top 50 matches. Angle and Eddie. They have some of the same chemistry here, but nothing like WrestleMania. So this match, it's a pretender, but even as a pretender, is 4 stars. I still thought this match would have 4 stars. They played to the WrestleMania ending as Angle Guerrero tries to fight out of an ankle lock, but he can't, and he has to tap out. Guerrero argues with the ref about the count before that. Angle grabbed Eddie by the injured left ankle and then drops down in the grapevine ankle lock, which is what got him the victory at 13:38. So yeah, 4 stars. Good psychology. This is what storytelling's all about. That's what I like. Next up, we got Triple H versus Eugene. Triple H is the heel leader of Evolution. Eugene is a sympathetic babyface. Eric Bischoff's nephew and all that fun stuff. The fans were even going to turn on Eugene, is because Eugene was good at first, but I think the fans got sick how he was involved in the main event storylines. He was getting too pushed, if that makes sense. He was being overexposed. So yeah, they booed Edge, the hometown guy, for a few reasons I gave before, but they booed this guy because it just wasn't being booked correctly. So his match versus Triple H, they actually went for Triple H for some of it. And the King's even like, this crowd's actually booing Eugene. I can't do King's voice anymore, especially with my voice box. I want it since I've gotten older. I used to do a pretty good Jerry the King Lawler. What? But I can't do that now. Don't even judge that. That's not even close to what it used to be. Anyway, Triple H gets a boot to the gut, a pedigree reversed into a slingshot. Flair trips up Eugene, so Jack Doan ejects Ric Flair from the match. Ric Flair walks up the aisle where Regal is. Regal drills Flair in the face with brass knucks. Eugene waves to Regal, and then when Eugene turns around, Triple H hits a pedigree at 14:06. Because he pointed out, Regal pointed to Eugene, look up behind you, Triple H is there. Triple H hit the pedigree and got the victory. The right man won. I give this match 3 stars. I thought it was pretty good, actually. It's technically sound between Dinsmore and okay, I can speak. It was sound between Dinsmore and Triple H. I thought they both did a great job in the match, avoiding the chants and all that stuff. So there's that. Anyway, after that we have JBL defending the title against The Undertaker, and not really sure what to expect. I actually expected The Undertaker to win the WWE title. I thought JBL would have went over for a couple months, but they were serious behind this JBL push. They wanted to make this a dominant reign, and they did. JBL wins by DQ, so he doesn't make Undertaker look bad either. Punches in the corner turned into the last ride for Undertaker over JBL. We've seen the spot over and over where the ref wakes up. JBL gets his arm up at 2. Orlando charges, but the Undertaker kicks and knocks him down. Undertaker picks up the belt and drills JBL in the face with it as the ref woke up. The ref disqualified the Undertaker at 17:37. This was a slower match. I give it 2 stars and 3/4. Just a big man power match that didn't really get going in the right direction. I think JBL has an amazing heel run after I doubted it originally, but this was not one of his finest hours. Undertaker either. He's usually used to the bigger matches, better matches in his case. Now we have the main event for the world title, Chris Benoit defending against Randy Orton. There were a lot of Orton marks in the crowd, even though Benoit is the Canadian, not a Canadian hero, but he was representing Canada as the world champion, even though he was now hailing from Atlanta, Georgia. Randy Orton, honestly, this match here, it should be on every Orton DVD, and we understand why it's not. This is a huge moment to become the youngest world champion ever, to break the record that Lesnar set 2 SummerSlams before this. Yeah, what else can you say? This match was a great match. They went to the outside. Benoit bumped like hell. Both men sold. Both men strategically broke each other down. Yeah, there was a ton of suplexes still. Suplex galore, chop galore, hard stiff shot galore. Benoit's head putt doesn't connect because Orton got his knees up. They replay the show that it was his feet, not his knees. And Benoit just completely sold that attack by Orton. Benoit pops up with a crossface in desperation in the ending parts of the match. Orton rolls through a counter. Benoit grabs the arm. Orton hits the RKO out of nowhere and covers for the pinfall. At 20 minutes and 10 seconds, Orton becomes the youngest champion. I rate this match 4 stars. It was really good. It was great to see a singles match uninterrupted for 20 minutes. Definitely a classic match between Randy Orton and Chris Benoit. 4 stars to end the event. This match had a couple of 4-star matches and a lot around the 3-star range, so it's not terrible. Overall, I give SummerSlam 2004 a 6.5 out of 10, a high 6.5, so close to a 7. 6.5 out of 10 seems right for SummerSlam 03. I hope you enjoyed this review and are back for the regular other SummerSlams that we do, and on the regular. So just hit subscribe and you'll be a part of the channel. So hope to see you for SummerSlam 05. 6.5 out of 10 for SummerSlam 04. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm Brett Mix, and I'm out.